Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? And welcome back to Adventures with Nubs. Today I went to bed and I had 750 subscribers. I woke up and I had 766. So I just want to say thank you all for everything y'all have done. Hey everybody on Facebook watching too.
You
Ooh.
all.
Hey Shady, hey Peppermint Patty, Ginger Brandy, West area. But yeah, we are celebrating, and I am so close to 800 nubscribers. Hey Tails. So I'm gonna drop the link. I can have 6 people up here, including myself, and I'll drop the link. Hey Sandra. Hey IGBFF. Yeah, I have it. This one and another one linked to Facebook. But yeah, guys, today it's been a pretty good day. I've cleaned most of the day, but I'm just glad I'm so close to 800. Like, and I'm less than 200 away from my watch hours too. So I'm getting close, everybody. Oh yeah, hang on, give me 1 second. But if anybody don't have me on Twitter or Instagram, T-Link, Tree Link thing is pinned, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you're not subscribed to me, all y'all are awesome. And I really couldn't have done none of this without y'all. Like, so anybody have any plans this weekend? I'm going to hang out with some family tomorrow, watch a band, and just hang out with some family. And then Sunday, I'm going to watch my little brother play football. So weekend ahead of me. And I know I usually go live late. Hello, welcome to the chat. But yeah, I usually go late. And just, thank you, Brandy. I decided to go a little bit earlier today. Hey, that would be really awesome, West area. That would be cool. I love to play in the water. Eli, my brother, what's up, dude? I'm glad to see you, Eli. Glad to see you, brother. But yeah, what's everybody up to tonight or this weekend? Anybody got any plans or investigations or any videos coming up? I'm going to try to record some of my brother's football game and put that on YouTube. Oh my goodness, we got the BFF Lexi in the house. Hey BFF. But yeah, I'm just gonna be recording my brother's football game on Sunday. I would record the bar at the bed, but I ain't trying to get copyrighted. You know how YouTube is and their copyright. They don't play. That's awesome. I can't wait to see that picture. Definitely gonna have to stop by. You going live, Wisteria? Hey, that is awesome. I want to see that movie. Hey, my queen, I love you. Text me back, girl. Hey, asshole. What's up, brother? What is up, warlord? Hey, take me out. Frank. What's up, brother? Frank the dude. But yeah, if anybody is not subscribed to anybody in here, mods, y'all go ahead, drop links. Yeah, it's been a while, brother. Hope you're doing good. I love you, Milan. Nothing much, man. I'm on the road to 800 now. I'll be at 1K soon, brother. 1K. Steve. Welcome back, IGBFF. Welcome back. That's good. You're doing good. I try to say hi to everybody in the chat when I see them come. But yeah, if anybody want to come up, oh, hang on. Shit. Sorry, guys. I can't even post BFF. Oh, God. Hang on. Hey, what is up, South Cat? Hey, I'm gonna get to 1K soon, brother. I'm gonna get there soon. Oh yeah, I know. I got a bunch of awesome supporters and amazing friends. Thank you for coming to show love, BFF. Southcats are amazing, amazing people. Y'all are not subscribed to the Southcats. Definitely do. Well, I hope everything gets better for you, asshole. Hey, BFF Deanna. Thank you for the gift you gave me, BFF. Hey, Morrises. Oh, I'm glad you're home. Glad you made it home safe. Hey, Cassie. Got Cassie in the house. No, you're the best, BFF. You're the best. Sorry, guys. Hitting a cigarette. But yeah, I'm just glad that I made it this far. Like, I'm really happy with the support that I get from all of y'all. Y'all are all amazing and help me to get where I'm at. And I'm always here for y'all, and I know y'all are always there for me. Oh, sorry, guys. Keita. Keita, my sister. Hope you've been doing good. What you say? Oh, you be around more often? That's cool, brother. Yeah, setting up a premiere can be annoying. Hey, Asher. Hey, I appreciate you letting me watch. Hopefully you've been doing good, sis. Oh, you're awesome, sis. Thank you, Eli. Appreciate it for sharing it out. Yeah, Three Souls Paranormal have a premiere out, everybody. We will actually watch that. Hang on. We will actually watch that premiere. Sorry, we might be a little late to it, but we might be on time. Yeah, we'll watch a premiere. Why not, guys? What is it? Okay. 3. Sorry, guys. But we are there. And if y'all aren't subscribed to them, definitely check them out.
We are here at the Old Dravo Methodist Church Cemetery. As you can see, it's established 1824. I'm going to do a nice little walkthrough video. And then this is going to be a premiere. There's going to be a bunch of videos going on here. So here we go. This is our equipment table. I'm just going to walk around, and we have a couple cameras set up. This is our one camera pointing down that way. I have the REM pod in the middle of the grass. I'll walk over here towards this. We respect all military, police, firefighters, everybody that's first responder. We respect everybody. And here's the other camera that is rolling. Another night vision camera. You can see it right there. And this is a very old cemetery. It doesn't say you're not allowed in here at nighttime, so that's why we're here. And hopefully it's going to be a good investigation. We've already had some equipment malfunctioning. And we're going to see how this night goes. We're going to be here for a couple hours. All respects to everybody that's laid to rest here. I mean, as you can see, it's not a very big cemetery by any stretch, but supposedly there is 706 people buried here, but there's only 81 headstones. You can see there's broken headstones everywhere. I'm not walking on anybody's grave. I hope not. My REM pod is floating around here somewhere. Oh, it's down here in the grass. If you see any smoke in these, that's my breath. It's cold down here in the valley. We're right along the Youghiogheny River. That's me touching the REM pod. I'm gonna stick it right up here on top of this person's headstone. Jane Margaret. 1853 to 1864. Grandpa's up there. Hey, Jane, if you're with us, I put something on top of your headstone. You can come touch it. You're allowed to do that, make it go off, and you might find the lights on there pretty attractive. So if you could do that for us, we would appreciate it. Well, supposedly there is spirits of little children here, and a double-headed hellhound. That really caught my attention, and on his property there was a church that burned down twice, from sparks from the oncoming train. So, is that Frank over there? Yep, that's Frank. Frank's videoing. Emily and Mary are back at the house, having some drinks, having a good old time.
We're gonna finish this.
You can hear him in the background howling through the woods, which is supposed to, because we're like literally in the middle of the woods.
I'm back. I hope y'all enjoy this.
Okay. I'm gonna use my flashlight first.
I love y'all.
So I can save my lights from my.
Hello, Julie.
Let's go record Frank real quick for a little bit. We're just here for answers. Is there any spirits here like to show yourselves and let us know if you're around us? Any kind of sign? We got the information from the website only in your state. They said this place was really haunted, and it's hard for people to come here at night because that's how haunted this place is. So if there's any activity going on here, we would like to see what the activity is. If you can see these green dots, come over and touch them. If you see these little glowing balls over here, or that purple light back there, you can come touch all of our equipment. You're allowed to. Yeah, Mark, is this supposed to keep doing that? All right, we got possibly some activity here on this headstone. There.
Cat ball!
I'm not moving. Oh, there we go. It just stopped. Okay.
We're solid ground, so anywhere we move.
Oh, there we go. It's on again. Can you make that light up? Are you a kid? Make it stop.
Oh, wow.
Are you an adult? Can you turn it back on for us, please? Ooh, you're an adult. Were you in the military? Make it turn on. Are you a female? Here we go. Are you a female child? Because we was told that there's kids around this area that haunt this graveyard. Are you a child? Oh, nice, Frank. I see it.
Ooh, me.
So
I'm getting
now,
old.
since the sun's going down, you're going to get active with us?
Everybody loves cat balls.
Can you make the ball go off for me one more time, please?
Thank you, Julie. Hey, Rain.
And for everybody that's here, we mean you no disrespect. We come with research purposes only. Frank, where's your cat toys at? All right. I know you're getting K2 hits. That's why I'm asking. It was just a second ago. But Frank's getting nice K2 meters. They're going red too. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Look, it's going back off again. Right? was told that there's shadow people in his graveyard, that we would be able to see you. Are you one of the shadow people? All right, let me go. Oh, yeah? Oh, you got one up there, Mark? There's a K2 meter. Let me stick one here.
Hey, Snow Cone. Hey, Tony.
I'm going to stick one on this case headstone somewhere if I can get it.
Was just watching Three Souls Paranormal premiere.
I might not be able to get it up on there.
Cat balls. Red likes cat balls, but he also likes human balls too, so.
Really active over here.
Yeah.
Freaky, what's up, buddy?
This is a female spirit. She said she was a female through the cat toy, and she's very active.
Very active.
We have devices all over this. You can go touch them if you want them. Like, we're on solid ground. Like, we're not making vibrations for this cat toy to keep going off. No, there's no wind either. You're right. Right. So, whoever is here, you can touch this and make those lights glow if you want to. You can do it for us. You're a lad. It will not hurt you. None of these devices here that we have set up will hurt you. But we appreciate your ability to talk to us. Thank you so much.
So yeah, subscribe to Three Souls Paranormal. That looks like a creepy graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah. I got one on that headstone right here. And I got one over here.
I need to get me some darn cat balls. Somebody send me a link.
Right.
Leave. It turned red, so.
Right.
Leave her alone. She's 11 years old, Mark.
Look, with the K2 meter here. It was just going off. But here's one of your cat toys right here, Frank. We're on that headstone. Right there.
Okay,
And then over there on Newlands. Yeah, there's a train right over the hill from us. So.
Thank you, Laura.
That's Frank trying to communicate some more.
Frank and Steve are amazing investigators.
This cemetery's creepy though.
I forgot with doing an investigation.
Right.
Yeah. We definitely do not mean you any disrespect whatsoever.
Look, night vision. Yeah. But I like it. Look, the action cam's in straight night vision mode. Look.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Never got dark enough for us.
Right. I'm gonna move this. Move this K2 meter. I'm gonna
walk back up to this.
because I was gonna stick this on top of this headstone just to give air, more.
Now, if anything, the vibrations of the trains
Would make it go off. Yes.
It's crazy you feel the vibrations of the train on this side.
Right.
That's a clear across the road. I don't know what that was. I have my traffic camera set up there on the main Dravo, the William Dravo.
Right.
That's his headstone right up there, the big omnibus.
Right.
Traffic camera right here, I was right up there by your camera. It sounded like my camera fell over.
Oh, that's
shot
weird.
my light over there, standing right on.
That's weird.
I have no idea what that was. I thought for sure I was going to go over there with my camera. Frank got there.
Spirits, come play with us. You're allowed to.
I can actually see my breath on the camera,
Yeah, me too.
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day, and it's freezing down here. I know you got to gain strength to be able to communicate with us, but do your best for us, please. Is that?
What just flashed right above Frank?
I don't know.
I just saw a big red light right above to the right, a
Uh huh.
little bit higher than Frank.
Oh yeah.
Frank, you don't have a red light over there, right? You don't have a red light over there?
Where?
With you, anything on that's red?
No, why?
That was weird. About the height of that tombstone right there.
Mhm.
See how it's a little bit higher than Frank's
Right.
camp? Right by Frank, I saw a red light.
David.
That was weird.
I was locked on him. Not too bad of a night. It's cold though. Got stars. You know?
I think this is a perfect night to communicate with us. There goes Frank over there. He's still trying to communicate, make contact with whoever's here. We're all trying to still make contact. We have a bunch of devices set up, like I said before. You can come touch them.
Cat ball.
I hope we didn't travel down here to be disappointed. And we had to walk like a mile and a half just to get here. So
Ooh.
we need some activity.
Hey, Dakota, what's up? Yeah, guys, if y'all are not subscribed to Three Souls Paranormal, definitely do it.
I know there ain't much activity going on right now, but I'm super creeped out. There's people down there partying, listening to music. Maybe I'm putting the REM pod up too high. Maybe I need to put it down on the ground so they can come walk by it and touch it. I'm going to stick this REM pod right in the middle of all these little headstones right here. If anybody that's over here can see all those little lights that just glowed, you can come over and touch this antenna. It's not going to hurt you. And we can tell that you're here with us. I'm going to leave it sit and see what happens. What's the matter, Frank? You're sad?
It's sad. 4.5 years old.
Oh, yeah.
4 years and 5 months. With working days. Died on
Hello.
Charles S. And then over here was
Doing pretty good, Fluff.
over there
Just
was Margaret.
watching
Right.
Three Souls at the
11
moment.
years old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from there because I told her I'd leave if she made the K2 meter go red, which
Right.
she did. I'm not gonna bother.
See, look at the action cam. Oh, it's in night vision. It was just in night vision. It'll just switch over by green by itself.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I can't believe my camera died already.
Are you not talking to us because we're new down here?
She like newbies.
Is that what's going on? There's Mark down there over the hill. Is there anything? Rupert family, 1886, passed away. William Dravo, huge headstone. We're going to know what's going on here. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too, like we're being watched, but nothing. Right.
From the campsite there. I'll give it a little bit. I'll do the podcast.
I mean, we had a couple hits early, but nothing much since. I'm glad I wore my boots though, that's for sure. I thought I heard a little girl whimper. Yeah, if I'd have known it was going to take like a 40-minute walk back here, we'd have never came. That's going to be a far walk back after we're done investigating.
What is it?
Now you're gonna have to go watch them later. No. But yeah, that's 3 souls. They are amazing, like I said. Really great people. Hey, Jeff. But I'm gonna drop the link again. But I am supposed to go live tomorrow for the Jersey Devil, but I'm actually going out tomorrow night, so I will not be live tomorrow. But Tuesday, me and Dakota have a live, and yeah, Jersey Devil. I might do that next Friday, and then I might do Hellhounds next Saturday. So we'll see. But I have quite a bit of lives coming up this month. So all my lives are going to be about 2 hours long, maybe. Just so I have time for each of them. I'll be having more content soon. I'll be doing more wood videos for sure. Like, because there's something in these woods. I don't know what, but there's something in these woods, and I will find it. But hopefully me and Dakota, we have some stuff coming up soon. But yeah, I'm almost at 800, guys. Can we get me to 800? And then I'll be on the road to 1K. I'll be 200 away from. I'm less than 300 away from 1K right now. I know we can get there. I know we can. Hi, Amora. But yeah, I know we can get there. And with all the support and help of all of y'all, like y'all have been helping me. By the way, I hope y'all like the color down there. I was messing around with the colors today, and I thought that color was pretty cool. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to see a local band, and I'll be with my aunt and great uncle and my great aunt. So we are going to go and have a good time and listen to some 80s hair metal music, which is probably my favorite type of music. I love me some 80s. Oh yeah, I know I got this. I'll get there eventually soon. But I am excited about tomorrow. I think it's gonna be fun. Tonight when I get off here, probably leave, watch a movie or something with Milan and hang out whenever she gets off work. Ow. But yeah, I saw Fluffy was in here. Rain, Mora. Y'all have any plans for live streams? Wisteria? Y'all have anything coming up soon? Sorry, y'all can hear the dogs. They love to bark. But yeah, guys, like I have a pretty busy weekend ahead of me. But so if y'all see me change the live stream tomorrow, it's because I have to change it. But y'all let me know right now in the comments, since we're here, if y'all want to see me do an alone challenge at like 1 a.m. at the 1 a.m. house up the road from me. A 30-minute alone challenge in the 1 a.m. house at night. Or a 30-minute alone challenge in the woods at night at 1 a.m. And yeah, I do 1 a.m. because everybody's all about the 3 a.m. challenge. I was like, nah, I'm going to do the 1 a.m. challenge. Try to start a new trend. Oh, but by the way, guys, I don't know if y'all can. Oh, sorry, but I'm wearing Nocturnal Nation. I can see that good. But rocking Nocturnal Nation. Neil rocking his shirt. Nice, take me out. I could do both. I could definitely do both. I could do a woods challenge one night alone, and I could do a learn challenge at the 1 a.m. house. I don't know much history about the 1 a.m. house. I know it's like legit 2 minutes or less walking distance from my house. And the reason I call it the 1 a.m. house is because that was the first time I did an investigation there was at 1 a.m. And it just stuck with the 1 a.m. house. And it's a pretty creepy small house. Got a little bit of activity in the upstairs room, me and Dakota. And I even got me and Eli, we did a spirit box session there, and we got hell or you're going to hell or something crazy like that that made us pretty much leave. But yeah, it's definitely. So I'll go there and I'll do a portal box session and see what I can get because I guarantee I'll get some activity there. And anybody coming up to Virginia anytime soon, hit me up. I'll take y'all to a few places. And if y'all want to get really scared, we'll go to 666. And I'm telling you, that place is creepy. Hey, I'm working on it to take me out. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on trying to get my subs up. I'm at, like I said, right now I'm at 766, so I'm almost at 800. Got trouble coming up. What's up, sis?
Hi. I thought I'd come and join you and yeah. So on the road to 800, I see.
I am. How you been? Rocking your
I'm
fluffy
really
shirt.
good. I literally just got back from filming. So I thought I'd come and show you some love because I'm still pooping my pants right now. It was the most scariest
Ooh.
experience of my life.
Did you go by
And I was all
yourself?
alone.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. I was about to ask if you went by yourself. Oh, God.
Yep. Shani goes hardcore.
She does. She does. I'm glad you made it back safe and all that.
Yeah. Well, luckily I was only just down the road, so I was like 10 minutes away. So I had everyone on speed dial just in case.
There you go. Yeah, I'm slowing down on smoking cigarettes. So
Are you? How's it going?
not bad. Not bad. Like, I still smoke cigarettes, but this
Yeah,
don't.
well, it's hard.
This is
Yeah,
why
I
I
mean,
smoke a whole pack a day.
yeah. So I was a smoker and I smoked for years and years. Bad, but since I was like 14, 15.
I've been smoking
Um,
since 12. Yeah, I know.
oh God. But yeah, I gave up this January. I mean, I relapsed a little bit, but yeah, I went on to the vape. When I was in Cyprus, I was just like, I mean, one, I literally lost my job out there, so I had no money to buy any cigarettes. But yeah, I went straight onto the vape, cold turkey, and it went really, really well. And then I got back to the UK and my vape broke. So I
Oh,
was like,
God.
I mean, some people can do it, but you know, there's so many people out there that will vape and smoke, but it takes time, you know, it's especially when you've been smoking so long.
I've been smoking both, but I've actually been slowing down on my cigarettes. So I've only smoked about 7 cigarettes a day now. That's good for me.
That's really good.
That's really good for me.
You're feeling good as well. Hey, take me out. You feeling good with it?
It's pretty good, yeah. I don't. I like to get the different flavors. I just got like regular flavor this time.
What, like just the tobacco flavor?
Yeah, I should have got a different flavor.
Yeah,
It's
that's
it's
the whole.
a little rough, but it's not bad.
Yeah. I think what it is because it's all psychological as well, like having a cigarette in your hand, and it's like the way you hold it to the way you hold a vape is very, very different. And so yeah, it's all psychological though.
Yeah. See, I like to have a cigar without drink, like
Really?
nice. Like the only thing is, the good cigars that you get, they're expensive. Unless you get a
Like,
black and mild. A black and mild is great. Like I love me a black and mild when I'm drinking, but I don't like drinking that much.
yeah, see, I don't really drink that much anymore. I used to, not like a hell of a lot, but I guess it's just the
Yeah,
British way. You go out every weekend and then it turns to during the week as well. But yeah, no, but then again, I was drinking at 16 and we can drink over here at 18.
oh
So yeah, so it's quite long. So by the time that I got to like 26, my partying days were virtually over. Like I was starting to get hangovers and I was feeling sick all the time. And I was like, oh,
yeah,
I can't do this anymore.
yeah. That was me. That before I turned 21, I was drinking like every day. Me and my buddy, we was drinking Manette vodka every night for about six,
Oh,
7 months straight. Every night, at least 2 bottles a night, just between me and him.
oh wow.
Yeah, when I turned 21, I'm like, is
I'm a
drinking
pro
really all
now.
that?
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah, I'm excited about your video. Like, whenever you put it.
Yeah, well, I'll let you all into a little secret, okay? So technically last night I went out and I did this 30-minute alone lights out challenge, and like I did all my intro, I did everything, did the challenge on like a night vision camera, but I was wearing headphones. Now after I got back and I was like, oh, I want to review the footage because it was, I mean, last night was terrifying enough as it was, where
Yeah.
the headphones didn't fit quite properly or it was slightly loose, the whole video was loud static and you could only just hear my voice. So I spent all day today trying to find apps and like stuff to try and take out the static and bring up my voice, and there's just nothing. And it was such a good 30 minutes as well. It was horrifying. I watched back a clip and there's a part where you can hear twigs breaking right next to me and I'm not moving, and right behind me you just see this shadow, like a white hunched over, like a big gentleman type, like just walk straight past me. I ran downstairs, I was like, Mum, look at this. Like, oh my god, I can't use the footage
Oh,
because of
that's,
the static and
that's
everything. But
crazy.
I was devastated, so I had to go back out tonight and then refilm it all. But I kind of cheated and made it look like I'm not retaking. But again, tonight was just as bad. I
Yeah.
forgot how low one of the trees was, and yeah, I literally got tangled in the branches. Like,
Good God. No, somebody took a picture. I'll send it in the group chat. But somebody took a picture of my live the other night I did with Dakota, my premiere. And in the picture, right behind us, there was you could clearly see somebody standing there with like a knife or a gun, but it was like a shadow. It was crazy, and it was like right there behind us. Like when
oh
I
my
turned,
god,
because I was like looking, and I didn't see it until they showed it. I was,
wow.
sorry, my
Hey,
lunch.
Nubsy. How you doing? Hello, Chani. Nice to see you.
Hi. Oh, it's good to see you too.
There we go. That's better. But yeah,
I'll That's terrifying. Well,
and then
what I'll
you
do is I'll take a snippet of that shadow and I'll send it through onto the group chat as well so you can see it.
all right.
I've been experiencing stuff like shadows most of my life. Shadows and ghosts most of my life. I mean, it kicked up a gear when I was 14, and unfortunately, I was running away from school bullies up the road, and I got knocked over and I hit my head on the pavement.
Mm-hmm.
After that, poof, everything came up. Before that, all I ever had psychic wise was just dreams. You know, dreams of things that would happen.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then
See,
I did a woods video, and somebody took a picture, and it was like some type of animal just standing there, but it was like on 2 feet. And I don't know, it was weird as hell. And I'm like, ooh, I need to go do me a wood adventure
Are you
again.
sure it wasn't Goat Man?
Goat Man. Oh, it could have been.
I heard Dog Man that it could have been, but I'm like, if it was a Dog Man, I would be dead. I was that close to it. If it was a Dog Man, I would
Yeah.
probably be dead right
You
now.
would have become human Purina.
Yeah, so I don't. It might not have been nothing. It might have just been like a tree or something, but just the way it was shaped, like, was crazy.
I mean, yeah. A friend of mine a while ago, right, was doing a live stream somewhere, and he scared himself to death because the tree branch was hanging almost like as if someone had killed himself.
Oh, wow.
The branch was hanging like that. There was a rope attached to the branch, which obviously somebody used it as a swing at some point. But it looked like almost as if something was hanging off it. He called the police out. They had everything else. In the end, the police said, stop wasting our time. It's just a broken branch with an old swing on it. It's funny how these things happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, who's talking in the background?
Yeah.
It's
frustrating
true.
as well when you know you've seen something or experienced something, and then you go to, say, authority, or you go to someone else, and they're, oh, it's all in your head, like you didn't see anything, and it's like, I know something was there, I know I saw something, I heard something.
Some people don't believe me when I told you that when I told them I had Lorraine Warren come to my house when I was in England.
I love Lorraine Warren. God rest her soul.
I met her. She was a very nice lady, and she said to me, "My house is not haunted. You're haunted," meaning me. Basically, she said, all the spirits just want to say hello to me.
I'll be right back. I need something to drink.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely mad. See, when I was younger,
I know what you mean. I'd rather not have it that way.
Yeah. No, I up until I was probably around about 8 or 9, I would see things, and in this house, like this is my family home, toys would move like by themselves, like little wooden cars would, as if like a little child was playing with it across the floor, and like stuff like that. But then as soon as I got to about 8 or 9, I became more of like an empath. I could go to like certain places, and I could feel the emotions of people that had passed, and it would really confuse me at first, like, because I wouldn't understand why I was crying.
I was an empath
why
myself,
I was
and then 3 years ago, I got deathly sick. I got really sick, and I nearly died from sepsis.
Oh gosh!
And after that, I had other gifts come on top of that. But I mean, I had moved briefly. It was almost like the spirits were telling me to come back to my old house. I moved about 100 yards away from my old house, and I swear I kept seeing that evil entity from that house in my own home, moving crap, turning lights on and off, blowing up microwaves. Who's
That's
Fluffy?
mad.
Exploring with the Fluster. I saw Janie was wearing hers, so
You got merch, haven't you, Nubsy?
no. I mean, I got other people's merch, but sadly, I don't have my merch yet.
Oh,
I'm
you
loving the
got.
bar fluff.
You're a
Oh,
fluffy
Steph, what
fan.
oh, you got a pink cup. Nice.
Yeah, to match my jumper.
I got the red one.
I haven't used it though.
Really? Hey, boo.
No, I have it up on my shelf with other stuff.
Yeah. Is Nubsy your real name? Your full name?
Yep.
My real name is Dallas. Ugh, hate that name. But yeah, my real name is Dallas. Just remember,
I heard that.
just remember the worst football team ever, the Dallas Cowboys, and yeah, you remember my name, Dallas. Hang on.
JR.
Because I've never seen any of them.
I was going to say JR because I remember Dallas in the early 80s. The old TV show.
Yeah. See,
Have
I
you ever
can't really
seen
see. So here in
anything
England,
scripted wise?
sorry,
Sorry. Have you ever seen
That's okay.
anything cryptid wise as well?
No.
Thank
What do you
God
mean?
know. Yeah, like phantom cat, big cats and stuff like that.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
My dad
No.
saw one and it scared the shit out of him.
Oh
Hey,
my
I'm
God, that's awful.
Hey, and cat.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
You right there, JR?
What's up?
MCat's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Hey, Nubsy, what's going on, man?
Doing pretty good. How you doing, buddy?
Oh my God, my internet's just barely hanging on.
My internet's been going in and out most all night.
Oh,
I was going to
gosh.
go live myself tonight, but I couldn't because my internet kept playing up.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah, mine was like that when I was living in Cyprus. It was you just get like the slightest bit of wind, and then that's it. You're out for the count.
I
In
remember
my
you
case, it's
saying that.
because I kept getting power cuts.
Yeah, no, we got loads out there. We had a massive like tropical storm, and the lightning hit the power box, the electric box on the side of the house. And the worst thing was like it was made of wood. The whole like electric box. It was awful because like Cyprus, it's not like being in the US or the
So
UK.
basically,
Everything's
the wood
old.
caught fire and
Yep.
fried the electrics.
It was horrendous. Like we were so lucky to just get away with that alive. Like but like the house is all like concrete and stuff like that, so it wasn't too bad. But luckily, yeah, it didn't set a fire like inside the house and
That's
stuff.
I mean,
good.
I had a real close encounter with a tornado when I went on holiday to America in 2004. I was with a friend who was doing the driving. I can't drive, and we were going down this mountain road going towards Pigeon Forge,
Oh, nice.
and suddenly this tornado comes out of nowhere, flinging trees in our direction.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
This way, I had to go through my entire pack case full of underwear by the time we reached where we needed to go.
Hell yeah.
I want to
We were
chase one of
lucky.
those.
We were lucky. The cars about 5 in front, 2 of them got took out total. Turns out we only got sideswiped.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. I think the
I had
closest
a close encounter with one down in Texas. I was living in Lubbock, Texas, and I was waiting for my girlfriend to come out of the house because we were going to go out to eat. And I was sitting in the car, and like it got really, really windy, and I'm like, "Where the hell did that come from?" So she gets in the car, and we're heading out, and we notice that there's all this pink insulation in the wires. And then we look back at the house, and the roof of the house is gone.
Oh wow.
Isn't it also Lubbock supposed to be where Elvis was born? Well, am I
Yeah,
Lubbock
wrong?
was Buddy Holly. He was real. I think Buddy Holly was from there.
I
Yeah.
love Buddy Holly.
I love
I'm
Buddy
obsessed
Holly's
with
music.
Buddy Holly.
I know I'm a youngster at 47, but I still love his music.
I'm obsessed with Buddy Holly.
You're only 47 today. I'm 150 today.
You're doing really well. You're looking good, brother.
Does that include your past lives?
My past. No, my past lives that makes me 350.
But in my past lives, I've had 10 of them, so you can imagine it's like I've got 1,000 on you.
So where are you at today, MCAT?
I'm in Iowa. I'm getting unloaded, and I'm going home.
Nice. You do a necrophonic session in Iowa yet?
I don't think so. I'll probably do one tomorrow.
You
Have
better.
you been to the Velisca house then? Because the Velisca's house is in Iowa. And that is a place where they think a minister went crazy and butchered an entire family in the early 1900s.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Not awesome
Yeah, a whole
for the
family
kids and the
got
parents, but
that house.
I mean,
They don't really know. It's a lot of conjecture over who did it, but
it doesn't
I've
sound
never
awesome
been.
that a whole family got murdered, but it sounds awesome to investigate. Let me change that.
Yes.
can I tell you a little secret? I feel like I'm compelled. I'm going to try to save money to go out there once this COVID crap gets over. Because I feel compelled to go in there because for some reason I feel somebody's trying to tell me something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know.
Because sometimes when I dream, sometimes I can actually see to the heart of what a situation is. And
So
I
that's
get the feeling that the neighbour, who also lost her kids, did not intend her kids to die, but she did intend that family to die.
Ooh.
She had a hand in it.
Wow.
I just had that feeling, and then
it's 12:47 a.m. in the UK right now.
Yes.
Nice. It's only 7:47 p.m. here.
Oh, really?
I'm early live tonight. Like I did I mean, it's 8 o'clock. That's not really early, but for me to go live, it's pretty early.
Yeah,
it's the witching hour here.
I'm just used to doing late live, but I was like, I'm gonna try an early one and see if I can get. And
I have to admit, I've missed your late ones because I needed sleep.
Yeah, it's awesome because that's where a bunch of my that's where all my UK fans come in.
So I watch you in the morning. I watch you in the morning and I put a like up every time.
I don't know why I've hit that when I got a cigarette lit.
As long as we don't set fire to your nose hairs, that's all right.
Or your
we're in the future.
Oh, you in Illinois is nice, Tails.
Yeah. Illinois, there's some really scary places in Illinois. Like the Bachelor Cemetery.
Yeah, I've heard of that cemetery.
The thing is about that place, there's a pond where supposedly the mafia kept dropping their dead bodies of their enemies with concrete blocks around them.
Oh, wow.
Some of them aren't even dead yet.
What?
They give them their special swimming shoes.
Yeah. And it's not as if it's a very big pond. Mind you, it became a big pond after the people went in there. But, you know what I mean.
I'm
There's also supposed to be a ghost of a house there that was what was there before the land got turned into a cemetery.
Wait, a ghost of a house?
Yes, it happens actually. On Dartmoor, which is where where I live in England, there has been instances where it's like residual energy, where people see ghosts of houses, even cars and buses.
hang on. You said like ghost of houses that aren't there.
Ghosts of houses that used to be there but no longer there.
I swear that is what I've seen on 666 because we went one night and there was a house right there in the woods, right there. We was this close to going in it, but the person we was with was like, "Nah, don't go in there. Like bad stuff." So
It
we didn't go
reminds
in
me of
there.
that saying, doesn't it? Do not go in the cabin in the woods.
And I went back during the day with Dakota, no house at all.
Oh
But
wow.
You was in the
Try
exact
and
place.
look for the
yeah,
basement.
I was
If
in
you
the
see a
exact place,
hollow,
and the
if you see
house
a
was
hollow,
there.
Wow.
Yeah, it because me, Nocturnal Nations, Neil, and David from Our Haunted Lives, all three saw the house right there, and
you won't believe
Wow.
how much of a good thing I used. I used dowsing to help me when I do investigations. I got a dowsing crystal,
Yeah.
and it has not got me wrong yet. My grandfather also taught me how to use dowsing rods.
Dawson rods are the
He
best
was
equipment.
psychic as hell. My grandfather, even though you see, I'm adopted, so my parents were not my parents, but my mother was psychic. My father's a little bit empathic, and his grandfather and mother, his mother and father were also very psychic. So we're quite a psychic family,
Yeah.
and the thing is that my dad still kind of denies it, but he sees things and feels things. He's a bit like the ostrich, stick his head in the sand.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my dad's the same. Like I mean, it's weird to explain, but you know about people with like healing hands and stuff. Like my mum's got like really bad arthritis and like all over her body, and when she's in a lot of pain, he can hover his hands over the worst parts of her and literally draw out the pain, and it actually goes away. But he'll still deny what he has,
Okay.
and like he'll see little spirits, like spirit of my sister always sees her, especially because my dad falls asleep in the car. It used to be really really bad, but he'll like nod off. It's like a thing, and she'll kick the back of
I'm
his
sorry.
chair and it'll wake him up when he's on the road, but again he'll deny that he'd seen her or felt her
Oh
because
My
wow.
he's just like,
grandparents are around all the time. My grandparents have been dead since 2000, and the other set has been dead since 2013. And I see both sets regular, and they don't cause me any problem whatsoever.
yeah.
See, I was thinking if we would have went in that house, we probably could have disappeared because that
There
house.
was an instance of a runner in 1920 in London who tripped and fell, and they never found him again. It's almost like he fell through a hole in time.
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow,
Oh man.
Yeah,
that's like you can't deny these things. Like there is so many cases of people just disappearing,
Yeah.
like just gone. Like where did they go? And it's like this world, this universe is so vast, like, and we're not even like a pinprick to what is out there and what has happened like in the past. Like you don't know. We just like see and experience what's here on our plane, but what is out there? Like there
I
is
know
so much
exactly. I mean,
more to
I
it.
remember recently, very recently down here, there was an instance of a young girl that vanished. Nobody could find out who she died with. They associated her disappearance with a guy that was a serial killer of young children.
Oh wow.
Well, they've
Boomer.
actually found. Would you believe she's turned up in Australia, not knowing who she is, where she is?
Hi, Boomer.
Hey, Boomer, what's up?
And some people in the paranormal community say perhaps she might have actually disappeared through one of those portals in time, coming from one way or the other. Because she hasn't aged a bit; she's still a child,
Oh, wow.
and it's kind of a weird thing. She says she's this person,
Come on,
but
that's a boomer.
unfortunately, with all the bullshit that's going on at the moment, I'm not sure I believe it. You know what I mean? It's like so many people saying they're this, that, and the other. And yeah, trying to get a little bit of attention.
I've heard that too, Ashley Tales.
Well, I believe it because
Is that the same with the oceans?
we've got a biological limitation. We can only perceive so much of the universe.
Yeah.
I believe that we're all basically spirits in meat suits.
We got Boomer.
Hey,
Yo,
hey,
Boomer!
how y'all doing?
Boomer!
Haven't seen you in
What's
a while.
up?
How are you doing?
Same old, same old.
We just
Better than
talking
some, not as good as most. How y'all been?
pretty good, pretty good. On the road to 800.
Yeah, I see that. What do you need, like 24 more? Something like
Yeah,
that?
24 away.
Really not
There you go.
much.
Actually, I need a bit of advice from you guys. Because sometimes I also dream things about people and it happens with regards to the deaths of people. How do I tell a cousin of mine that her mother-in-law's not long for this world without it sounding like I'm a crackpot?
um, I don't. What? That's a tough question, isn't it? I don't know. Has anyone got any answers?
Well, my dad seems to think I should just let it go and let it play its course, but
Right.
I think I'm being told this so that people can get themselves ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I was tweeting them out. I missed all that.
Oh, Cheetos.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
There he is. Now he's back.
I hit the wrong button.
Hey,
I do
that's
that
probably
all the
my
time.
way of doing things.
Yeah, and that was the famous last words of
Hey, Brandy.
the crew of Apollo 3. That was the famous last words. I hit the wrong button.
Oh God.
Yep.
So Boomer, do you have any experiences with houses that are there at one point, but you go back and the house is not there at all?
Sometimes they call it time slips. Sometimes they call it residual hauntings.
Mm, not
I've only had it once. And
yeah, not in this lifetime. Um,
It's
I do have
fairly. It's
for
actually
some
fairly
reason
common.
for some reason I have recollections of places that I supposedly have never been to, but they're there as a memory for me. But whether that's due to seeing something in a previous lifetime and remembering it now, I don't know. But like as far as um, seeing an area or a structure or whatever 1 minute and then it not being there the next. No,
Nice.
No,
I can't say
It
as
might
I have.
check me out.
yeah,
I had a similar experience. I went on a ghost hunt in London to a building that was owned by Fred Batt. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He was the historian
Oh,
for
the clockhouse. The
huh?
clockhouse, is it?
No, no,
So
it was
Fred Pratt
Caesar's
owns the one called the
nightclub
clockhouse,
that
which
I
was
went to.
haunted.
Yeah, so yeah, Fred Beck Most Wanted. So he used to own Caesar's nightclub. So we were over there and we was doing this whole like night investigation. And he goes to me, right, Chantal. He said, I want to take you to this office that I've got. And now this office is always locked. Like no one goes in there. It's still set out like it's like the early 50s or something. It was fantastic. And he goes to me, right. He said, you've got a lot going on tonight, like picking up things. I think he said, I want you to come in, have a look around and tell me what you see, feel, think, whatever comes to mind. So I was like, right, okay. So I've gone in and I was drawn straight to the window, which was really weird. So this was like about 10 years ago, to 12 years ago, I think. So I've looked out the window down onto the street, but I didn't see the street as it was like now London. I looked out and I could see like horse and cart. I could see these trees lining the streets. There was just a couple of buildings dotted around and stuff. So I was telling him what I could see and how it looked, and he started smiling. And I was like, "What?" I was like, "This is so weird. I've never experienced this before." He went, "Hold on, let me get something." He pulled out a book out of the filing cabinet, like an old history book. He turned it to a page of the street view from that window, and it was the exact same as I just described it, how I was seeing it down there. I was like, I'd never been there. It was the first time that I'd been to Caesar's Palace and everything, and he was like, I can't believe that you've just told me. And the picture was dated to 1883 or something. Like it was in the 1800s, and I told him exactly what it looked like, and he showed me this photo. I was like, oh
so
my
you were
gosh.
clean in your past life.
Hey, Lady C.
For some reason, Nubsy, I tell you something, right? I don't normally see people as in the areas where they've been in the past life. I see people and I instinctively know I've known them in a past life. It's like, Nubsy, I've got a feeling I know you. I've known Slingblade and Vinny and
Hey,
Patty.
Amora.
Different lives.
Hi, Amora. Yeah, that's crazy. I've been to like places. So like, say the first time I ever went to Cornwall, we were traveling through, and I was like, right, we're going to go over this hill. On the left, there's going to be a pub with all these flowers over it, and then to the right, there's going to be this, that, and the other. And I'd never been there before. And lo and behold, as soon as we start traveling, there's to the hub,
Hey,
there's the
Amora.
shop.
That's
It's
awesome, though.
Funny
So
enough,
speaking
there's
of
a pub in Cornwall where that some of my ancestors used to own. It's called the Jamaica Inn.
the Jamaican Inn is so haunted. I've only been the once, but yeah, I had the best time of my life there. I
speaking
I
wish
of
wasn't.
that back
They
then I
didn't
was
use my
filming.
interview, but Most Haunted asked me to go there, so my family took me down there. I got to meet Vet Fielding and
Nice.
that Beatty guy. I can never
you,
remember his first name. I
you mentioned
met Kieran O'Keefe, and I taste it now. I really didn't like Kieran O'Keefe. There was something about him that I always trust my instincts.
Yeah.
And 6 months later, he came out with a big newspaper spread saying that one of the mediums was faking it. Ruined this medium's
so most of your TV mediums are
career
fake anyway.
I
and
agree.
nearly cost Most Haunted their job.
Yeah.
Night, what's your
I really don't like people who do that. People who, what's the word, shit on their own lawn.
you mentioned running into people that you may have once known or had some relations with in a previous life.
Yeah.
Now, not to drop names or anything like that, but I mean this was said by both of us on one of my live streams a few years ago when we first met, and to describe the reason why we kind of met and clicked so easily. But Lou Rock and I, kind of I think he was the first one to mention it, as a matter of fact, believed like it's like we were brothers, like real like blood brothers in a previous life, like, and that's how he kind of explained why we just kind of clicked like right off the bat, you know. So I believe that happens too, you know.
Same with me and Chris the Ghost Hunter. We both know that me and Chris the Ghost Hunter were brothers in another life around the time of the American Civil War. We both know that we were on the Union side.
We were thinking like medieval times, shit like that, you know, like back in the back just before America was discovered, like when England and in Scotland were at war, like that time period. Like we were like fighting side by side as brothers. Don't know what side, don't know for what side, the English king or but we kind of had that feeling like, and that's how it felt like I belonged to that era. Like, because Highlander was like, or not Highlander, the fuck's the name of that movie? Anyways, like I relate to it. I relate to it on a very, very deep level, you know. And
there was one place I felt that way, and it was on a small village near Oban in Scotland. I went up there with my family, and immediately I knew everybody and everybody else around the place. Didn't know how I knew. So my dad went and asked a local priest about all these people that I spoke to now. Turns out it's the mothers and fathers of all the people that are now running the businesses in that town. The ones who are deceased, I knew them in that life.
Sorry, start choking. Hey, Amor.
Just do it quietly.
Are you sure that me and you haven't known each other in a past life? Because I know for a fact I was hung by someone years ago.
Oh, wow. Now, I have had people come up to me and be like, wait, don't I know you? Like, you know, I was like, you know, ask me my name. I'll give them my name. I know that name. I know you, like, from somewhere. I know you. And I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I don't recall ever meeting you before, you know. But they'll swear up and down like we've known each other at one point in time.
So,
and that was when I was, you know, younger, in my younger adulthood and teen years. So it was before I really kind of opened up to and gone public with like my empath and clairvoyant stuff like that, and, you know, and getting involved more with paranormal. And I started thinking, you know, lately, well, not lately, but a few years ago, started thinking, you know, because everybody started talking about that, like past lives, our spirits, people having old spirits versus young spirits, whereas like an old spirit, a spirit that's been around for a while. And so I started thinking, well, maybe their spirit, their soul, or whatever, had known me in a different lifetime as me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's two different kinds of lifetimes. Like lifetimes you relive over and over again in this timeline, and lifetimes, past lives that you lived on the same timeline but different time periods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Boomer, how many lifetimes I've lived in this timeline then?
Say again?
If you kind of know, how many lifetimes have I lived in this timeline?
How many have you? I couldn't tell you that. I know how many past lives I remember of mine. I've had
I've had
3 other
about
past
100.
lives in my time that I
I
remember.
remember about 4 of mine, but I've been told by a psychic I have up to 100.
Wow. Also, well,
The
they
one
say
I
that
know about
your body
nubs.
is just a vessel, but your spirit is eternal. You know,
Yeah,
you come in, and that's why you have like so many different memories and stuff. You only have one spirit,
right.
but you can hop from, you know, vessel to vessel over time.
I keep looking at
Yeah,
nubs and I keep seeing someone from Rome and my Roman past life. I just look at
Yeah, I
nubs
was
and I
definitely a
immediately see it.
goddess.
that was one of mine too. Like back during the Roman battles and stuff. Like one of my memories. See, my
Oh
memories of
my
my 3
God,
past
Roman
lives are all my
legionnaire.
death scenes. The last moments of my life is the only thing I remember. My death scenes. And the first one was the last one I remembered, but it would be first on the timeline. The first one was like back during the Roman days, and I can remember I can feel a weight of a wooden shield on my arm, and I'm carrying a sword, and I'm running through this battlefield, and I look up, and I see the spear coming at me and pierce me in the heart. Boom!
Oh,
It was over and done. So it's funny
For
you mentioned
me, it was a
Roman.
case of
I've been doing like that PSP.
I had a German Celt fleeing an axe in my direction. And my head went one way, my body went the other.
Yeah, see, mine.
And I
The
was looking
only
up
one
at
I
my
remember
body
the
falling
details
down, and
of.
I thought,
My first 2 weren't that detailed, but the last one, which was ironically, I remember them out of order, chronological order. The last one was the first one I remembered when I was about 12 or 13. It was like during the 20s or 30s, during like the oh, what was that period? During the Prohibition era, right?
mhm.
And like I'm feeling 1930s Chicago, in my memory, and that was the longest, most drawn out one there is, where
Yeah.
I'm being shot down in the street by a couple of gangsters or whatever,
I
and
did have 2 lives. I know I had 2 lives in the 19th century. One where
mm,
I was killed in 1930s on when the Civil War in America started. The other one, I was the unwanted child of a doctor that had me out of wedlock.
mm,
And I had a very, very young life. I ended up getting hung for stealing because I
hmm,
had no food.
right, right,
I remember that as plain as day. That probably explains why I like my food so much now.
right, right. You know what? You could
But
have been the original Oliver Twist.
nah, it's not that. I wasn't in London either. I was
Oh,
in Edinburgh,
oh, okay.
Nice,
up
dude.
in Scotland.
Uh, I
But
don't
the
know
one
why I
that
was
way I
thinking you
went
were.
with, the one that stays with me the most, the last one, the fourth one, is I was in again a soldier, but I was supposed to be protecting this priestess against the Persians in time of Greece, and it was in Ephesus. You know, the big old city that became a Roman city
Right,
in
right.
Turkey. And a few years ago, they dug up a grave of the priestess, and I suddenly saw my own tomb. And I'll tell you something, I shook. I shook from head to toe.
Wow.
It was like they actually opened up the sarcophagus, found my bones and everything else, everything that, including my two spears and sword.
All right.
And I can honestly
That's,
say I freaked out. I really did. My
well,
parents thought I was mad. When I told them, my parents thought I was mad.
My carcass is probably laying in some battlefield fertilizing the land.
Recycling.
Right?
See, in
I
my
don't-
past life,
I don't know enough about that time, like during times of war, like when the bodies, like what do they do with them? It's not like do they just leave them, let them rot on the battlefield or what back then? You know, it's
Well,
like,
that Roman life, I can tell you something for nothing. They used my head as a flipping decoration in their camp.
mm,
That is disrespectful.
well, that's got to be. Yeah, times were very barbaric back then. Like I don't even think they did like proper burials and things like that. I know they did like the burial by fire or whatever, not burial, but the like
In Roman
they
time,
either
they
put them on a
cremated.
small boat and
So
set them on
put them
fire, or put them on a big giant, and burn them. I don't know if they even had burials way back then. So
No.
I
The
might
Romans
lot
were
of
either
them
buried
were
or cremated.
well.
You see, the Romans were either buried or cremated.
right.
yeah. See, my
Yeah,
past life, I was a shark that bit off my fingers.
I was there.
You lost them.
That's how I lost them. I bit my own fingers off as a shark.
See?
You were a shark and bit your own fingers off.
And then they
Can I,
killed you.
can I tell you something? Sharks don't have fingers; they have fins.
Shit.
I do know you can actually. It's true that
Now-
you can reincarnate into animals or you can reincarnate into humans.
I-
It depends on what you've done in that past life
Yeah.
to make you have to learn.
I was
Right.
definitely a unicorn.
A unicorn.
Yep.
What's up, Malik?
Hey, Malik.
Hadn't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good, buddy.
I love to have been a Tyrannosaurus Rex in a former life.
Right.
I was a
That would be
raptor.
fun.
A raptor. Yeah.
I do believe.
I was a turtle in my past life. Yes.
Turtle, that's right. If you love turtles,
Definitely were.
I believe
Sometimes you
at
need
one
a
time.
turtle.
I think at one time I was some kind of large aquatic animal in one of my past lives. Not that I have memories of, but when I was like, you couldn't keep me away from the water. Like I wanted to go as far and deep as I possibly could, And like when we visit my relatives in Florida, like my mom was constantly trying to get somebody to reel me in because I just swim out in the middle of the friggin' Atlantic and just like go as far as I could,
In my case, of course, I think I was definitely a horse in another life because I have a nervous disposition. So
Makes sense.
Yeah, they do have very nervous dispositions.
They do.
finest.
does that mean the person's got a big mouth and huge teeth?
Now that would be a complex. You got issues with their huge teeth. That's a complex.
Yeah.
It's called braces.
Yeah, right. Well, Lil Burr.
One thing about the
Nubs was that
Spinosaurus, he could actually open his own cans with his teeth, couldn't he? It's like I said about Wolverine, he can open his own beer cans with his claws.
Talented.
I used to have claws, but I let them go for the nub.
Oh, just want to hang on to the claws, huh?
Yeah.
I
Might be that
gave
old
him-
joke, I used to be a werewolf, but I'm alright now.
They wanted me to play
Oh my
Wolverine, but I turned the Wolverine part down.
Yeah, you're too
Like, there's just nowhere to put the claws, man. Sorry.
Turn the Wolverine
Next.
part down. Oh my
I
god.
should have played. See, I wanted to play part of Bigfoot, but they told me I can't go out and bite children's head off, so I can't be Bigfoot.
Oh, that's no fun.
I'm like, but that's
You
the
did
whole
have
point of
fun.
being Bigfoot. It's
Hey,
like
Eddie and Jen.
children's head off.
No
Hey,
way,
Eddie.
loves.
Eddie
After all,
and
you
Eddie.
did
Jen, what's
the,
up?
you did star in Pamela Anderson Does Dallas.
Uh, yeah,
I
right.
swear my dad must have been a dragon in a past life.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe in dragons.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I'll actually be
yeah.
doing a live stream about
My
dragons
English
and
teacher was
streaming.
one.
Oh yes.
You know who I think was a horse in a past life?
Who's
Eddie.
that?
Eddie.
Eddie from Eddie and Jen. Because that one video, when they were visiting a friend doing an investigation at a friend's house, this strange horse from out of nowhere, like just moseys on across the road onto the lady's property and up the driveway, and just kind of nuzzles right up to Eddie. I was like, wow, must be a long lost relative or something.
They didn't start talking at him.
Horses don't do that. Horses are the most skittish animal. Like you have to have a particular type of soul because horses, like empaths, read souls.
That's
You know,
true.
Oh yeah,
for them
I'm
to
the
just
same as dogs.
walk up to a strange individual and get all close and nuzzly with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know,
And that
I can
happened with
actually have
Eddie.
dogs who are vicious come to me and act like absolute puppies. You know,
Yeah, that's
dogs.
crazy.
Because I
Yeah.
do know I was also a wolf in the past life as well. I know I was a wolf. So me and dogs get along great. Mind you, I've been out with a couple, which I shouldn't say that, but
I get along pretty well with all animals. I don't really warm up to cats. They warm up to me, but just something about cats I bothers me. But
I
I'm
don't
like I
like.
can lay in the middle of the woods, and I would expect a pack of wolves to come up to me and just kind of like hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how close I relate to animals.
I swear, my grandmother used to be a. My grandmother must have been a tiger in another life because one, she used to love tigers anyway, and two, cats would not leave her alone. Cats used to flock to her.
It was a relative of the young lady I was helping communicate with. Oh, that's possible too, Eddie. The
That's
horse
interesting.
or the old lady was reincarnated as a horse. That's possible.
Could have been.
What's that, rider and cowboy?
Right?
Oh,
If I ever get reincarnated again, I want to be reincarnated as a rock. That way, if somebody kicks me while I'm down, they break a toe.
Yeah.
Tell you
Not
what,
in a
when I get
gross
buried,
way.
I'm going to be buried upside down, upright, so people can kiss my ass on the way back.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the funeral.
Hey Frank, what's up, man?
Hi, Frank.
Push the button, Frank.
You probably think I'm mad, but I do actually believe there was such a place as Atlantis. I just got it in a gut instinct.
Yeah. I believe that too. You know, before all the volcano activity and stuff, I bet you there's 1,000 cities under the sea somewhere. You know, but with the volcano activity and stuff, you know, as they erupt and go into the seas, the water rises. You know, it's like pouring stones into a pool. You know,
Yeah.
the water rises up, and you know, so I believe there's cities under the ocean from long
There's
ago.
supposed to be one off Japan, isn't there?
oh.
Say again.
I mean, I just got this gut feeling that Atlantis must have existed because there is actually an island off the UK, set of islands off the UK called the Scilly Isles.
Mm.
And it's only been 900 years since they were inundated.
Mm-hmm.
and they definitely think it was a tsunami that inundated the Scilly Isles.
Right.
And that was one times called Leoness, which some people also think in Cornwall might actually be Atlantis.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know Oregon had volcanoes, to be honest.
Anything's possible. Here in Oregon, we are. So.
Well,
Yeah.
we used to have volcanoes, and then unfortunately they went dormant, and then they became eroded down to be moorland.
Yeah. They got underwater volcanoes around that area too.
Oh,
Or Oregon.
Well, around that area, like up the California coast, like in the Pacific Ocean, there's supposed to be like underwater volcanoes and stuff, and which creates the hot springs and things like that in those areas.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know Oregon specifically, but in the Atlantic or the Pacific Ocean area, I've heard there are, and other parts of the world.
There's supposed to be a big super volcano, which is right next door to Mammoth Mountain in California.
Mm.
And that's bulging more than the one in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that one will go quicker than Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm learning a lot.
I know. I was like, dying.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a brain box, unfortunately. I tend to be a fountain of useless information. It's the Asperger's, you see. I tend to absorb all sorts of information and then it stays put.
Yeah, it's kind of opposite of me.
Trouble is, I have terrible memory for short-term memory stuff.
Yeah, I have trouble retaining anything.
That's right. The Ring of Fire goes through California, Oregon, Washington, goes up by Alaska through the Aleutian Islands, and then back down the other side where Russia is.
Mm.
It also goes down the spine of, I think it's the Andes, through Bolivia, Peru, all the way down to Terra del Fuego, and straight through to Antarctica, where there's about 2 or 3 volcanoes down on islands just off Antarctica.
Right. Well, that's why I like living in upstate New York. The only reason is the only real bad weather we really get as far as natural disasters is sometimes in the winters we get heavy snows, and in the spring we get a few floods here and there, but no typhoons, no hurricanes, no tornadoes. Well, we've had a couple, not many. It's very unusual to get a real tornado, and no earthquakes. So like it's good, we don't have a lot of natural disasters other than snow. Snow
the first
city for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wuhan, where the COVID-19 started. Well, apparently they had 6 tornadoes in one night.
Mm.
And it's the first time ever China's ever had tornadoes.
Wow.
It's normally Singapore that gets the water spouts.
I've seen a few tornadoes when I was in Georgia in basic, and I was about a quarter mile, maybe half a mile, I was a half a mile from the eye of an F3 that went through Indiana. So we got like the outer heavy winds and things like that. We got like some of but just a half a mile away from my house was where all the big destruction took place. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, was I lucky. Half a mile. When you think about it, most tornadoes are anywhere from a half a mile to a mile wide anyway, And when you think about it, it's like being a half a mile away from the eye. Wow. That's
Funny
big.
That's
enough,
absolutely mad.
on the same
I had one
American trip I
experience.
visited with the tornado, we went down to Georgia and went down to Myrtle Beach. We were booked to get into this really nice hotel. Why not turn up there, find an empty lot? Turns out an F5 tornado had gone straight through Myrtle Beach 6 weeks beforehand and totally destroyed the hotel.
Oh wow.
Wow,
Right. Yeah.
So we ended up getting booked into this other hotel.
Well,
that's absolutely mad. I had one experience. It was 2007. I was in Disney, obviously, Florida, and we'd just come out of seeing one of the little stage shows, and it was a beautiful day. I think it was like 1, 2 in the afternoon, and within seconds, the sky went black. The
yeah.
wind and the rain came. I was crying like a little baby. I didn't understand what was going on. Everyone was running into stores.
Hurricane.
I was on my hands and knees. Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
a tail end. They said it was like the tail end of an F4.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm not sure like how big it actually was, but we ran into one of the shops, and the people that were out there were laughing at me. They're going, "You're going to be fine. Just stay in here and calm down."
Yeah.
Oh, I was beside myself. I literally I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
Like
You
I've
should
never
have, you should have
ever
said that. You
seen
should have
anything
told
like
them
it.
that we're British. We don't get that thing over here. That's why we're upset.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, to me, it generally felt like it was the end of the world. Like I couldn't understand
Yeah.
how going from bright sunshine it went pitch black like it was the
It's
night
called
time.
the calm before the storm.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was scary when we had all these limbs of trees flying in front of the car. We had to go. Actually,
Yeah.
like it was almost like an estate car. We had to drive over the small limbs of the trees, avoid big branches coming
Mhm.
down. And we literally
Like the
saw the
twisting.
whirling mass going down the river
You good in the cat?
valley. It was really
Yeah.
quite.
The
Put it this way,
worst.
I needed clean underwear when we got to our hotel room that night.
The worst summer storm we had here, I think, was back in 2012. We had up to 80-mile-an-hour winds during one of our summer storms, and it was literally uprooting like oak trees, okay, and big ass pine trees. Like guy I was working with, and there was a tree. I mean, this thing had to be at least 5, 6 feet in diameter. And it was in front of his yard, and it was literally uprooted and tossed in like within feet from the front of his house.
Wow.
But if an 80 mile an hour winds can do that, I could just imagine what the like. I mean, I went down for Hurricane Andrew relief with my unit back in 90. What was it, 92 when that happened in Florida there, Andrew?
But
And
may I
that
say,
was
Boomer, thank you for your duty. Thank you for your service.
that. Oh, absolutely. Uh, that was, I think they reported what was it, 120 mile an hour winds? I think that one caused. But we were down there, and literally, you know how like you get that tall sawgrass stuff in those tropical areas and stuff. These blades of grass are about an inch wide or what. They were literally blades of grass, like embedded, like throwing knives into brick walls of people's houses, like the brick of the
Holy shit
like
on a
that's how
stick.
strong the winds were. I mean, a blade of grass cut right through brick wall.
Damn.
Like that's some
That's
serious shit.
mental.
I would not
Yeah.
want to be in the middle of a serious hurricane.
No. But my
In
internet.
2002,
No.
we actually had in Britain, in Birmingham, an EF3,
Dang.
which was
I heard about that.
Wow.
funny enough, and this is the freaky thing. I was staying with family up in Birmingham, not far away from when it was happening. We were watching it go down the blimmin' road of the high street.
But then saying that, an F3 in England, what we'd probably think like an F1 was an F3 because we overreact quite a lot.
But
You see this tiny little like
the
thing
actual
spinning. It's like,
weather
oh my god,
people
it's an
said it was an
F5.
F3.
Oh,
The
wow.
actual weather people said it was an F3 because it was tossing
Alright.
cars around.
But it's very unheard of to like to
And
have
it's
stuff like
freak
that.
weather.
There
It
was
was
some in
definitely
London.
freak weather. I mean,
Yeah.
this year we had small EF1 water spouts off where my town, because I live on the coast, and there was a couple of water spouts going up and down the estuary, and you can see them tossing the rowing boats around, you know.
It's crazy.
And this
Mother
is the
Nature.
weird thing. This is the
It's a
weird
crazy
thing,
thing.
however. They weren't tossed upside down. They actually tossed back down the same way as they were actually in the water.
That's
It's
crazy.
really an unusual thing to happen. It's almost like someone up there saying, right, I'm going to put these back now. I played with them.
Yeah.
But everybody, my internet's acting up, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end it. It's been over 2 hours, so been a pretty good live, but my internet keeps kicking me
Alright.
up.
Oh, thanks for having us up, no?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Thank you. Nice to
Appreciate it.
see you guys.
oh yeah,
Oh,
Boomer,
yeah.
Simon, Cheney, anybody, y'all know y'all welcome up here anytime I'm live.
Oh,
Love
much
you enough.
love,
As long as you
Kimberly.
go early enough so I can still get my sleep in.
There you go, 'cause you need your sleep. But y'all take it easy.